How's it going, guys? Welcome back. This is the final on the body build that me and Michael Hintz from Mike's Miniature Motors over there in the US. We done the Mazda RX3. I done a weekend track version. So this was the take I took on my own. You can build these cars in so many ways. All the parts, like the lights are all the same, but there's a silver surroundings and then there's black light surroundings and whatnot. The two grills that you see on the hood, now the decal that's on the bonnet is a carbon fibre decal that comes with the kit. Before I even looked into it, after I painted the car, I put the carbon fibre wrap on it. But then I realised then there was no vents where there was holes for vents in the decal. So what I done was the flat black paint underneath the vents where the green was popping through, and I put them two little vents that I had in the parts box onto it. To me it looks alright, and it's not a show piece or anything. It's I have got another one in the stash. I will make more of a nicer, cleaner style build out of that one. Now that I know like how the parts fit, because before I even built this one, I never done what Mike had done. Mike had measured his Mike done a great job. He had measured his wide fenders onto the body and all before he started cutting or anything, before he started cutting any of the body. But I was already after painting the car and then putting the over fenders on, which was my mistake, where I should have waited, measured it all out first and then added the over fenders and then painted the car. But like, as you can see, it's the coral blue from Tamir, with black fenders and mirrors and whatnot. It was a good little build. I enjoyed it. I think it turned out okay. Yeah, could have been better. Mike's turned out absolutely way better. But I'm happy with it. It's I enjoyed it. I'm happy with it. Hope you think it's alright. It's not my best work, I know that. I have got another one I'll do completely different. And yeah. So anyone, if you haven't subscribed to Mike from Mike's Miniature Motors, please go on over there. That's how I done the buddy build with. The two of us built this exact kit. Two of us went two different routes, two different colours, two different styles basically. I just done a track version. You know, a lot of them are track versions now that are still on, because they wouldn't be roadworthy unless they've been rebuilt from the ground up. Yeah, they've been used for all types of car sports. Them Mazda RX3, they've been used for drag racing in the Australia, the Outback. They've been used for drifting in Japan. They've been used for everything. People have put in 4-rotors and all into them. And there's even a car that has the front clip. It's an RX7, but it has the front end of an RX3 on it with the wide body fenders. So they made the RX7 look like an RX3 on the front. The exact same way they done the Sylvia to the Boss Sylvia. They put a JDM, a Mustang front clip on a Sylvia. That's what they done. A 309 Mustang, Boss Mustang, front end on a Nissan Sylvia car. So that's another way that it's just Japan. It's the way they do all them style builds and all, you know. Great with the cars there. But yeah, this is the final. I hope you like it. Again, please go over to Mike if you haven't already. Check him out. Have a look at his one. Cracker. He done it in one of my favourite colours. And saying that, I end up having the Lamborghini. I'll move on to this next. I just took the Lamborghini out of all masking that I had it on. I ended up pulling the mirrors off, getting the masking off. I made a mistake by painting this card after putting this all on. I had it all attached, but because I put a little bit too much paint in it, it sort of like sealed it, didn't it? It sealed it, the back cover, engine cover, onto the car. It's not a major problem. It's going to be, all it is a little bit of sanding to make it smooth, and then a recoating separately so it doesn't happen again. So all I have to do is just take off this, sand around the edges there. Same with this, sand around the edges of this on the inside of it, and make a nice clean smooth, and then another couple of coats of paint, yellow paint, and the thing should be alright to go back together once I do the rest of the body separate. I did look up the masking on the Lamborghinis. A lot of them don't have the black rubber on the bottom. They do have it coming there. I have the picture of the car that I replicated of the Diablo that was yellow. I 3D printed brake discs and calipers with Lamborghini engraved on the calipers for this, because the ones you get with the kit are flimsy looking things. They don't even look real. So I 3D printed a set of two-piece with brake calipers and discs, so the rotors, so they'll be going on to that soon. That's where I am with the Lamborghini for now. All I need is a little bit of cleaning up and a little bit of a recoat on the back. All the front and all's fine. The mirrors and all I can just stick back on with glue or cement, whatever I decide is stronger. I got a mail call today, lads, from Craig, the factory rat, as you know. Good guy, good friend of mine. We did a trade there a couple of weeks back. He had picked me up. I had mentioned he had been at a car show and he picked up the new JR Silvino Mustang, the Ryan Blaney one, Maynard's kit. I commented that's a nice kit, it's an awesome kit. I'll have to add that to my stash. Craig, as we've traded many times before, reached out and says, I'll pick you up one, just grab me whatever kit he needed. So he wanted a bike, a Yamaha bike, so I ended up picking him up a bike that he showed us in his last mail call. Or last time I had sent a kit to him that we swapped for. I just added on a few little 3D printed parts for him just to have there, but he actually added stuff to my kit, which is awesome. So there's the brand new Ryan Blaney Maynard's Mustang kit, and he stuck on the side of that box a little collectible drag pro mod style drag card die cast, same colours as the Mustang as well, but it looks awesome. I said I might have to start collecting a few of them because they just look great. I wouldn't take them out of the boxes though. But yeah, that die cast he sent me. And then on the opposite side of the box, a little chopper with legit plastic wheels and exhaust pipe, and it's an air freshener. So Craig, thanks a lot buddy, I really appreciate them. Love the little die cast, love the kit, thanks a lot mate, and I love the little air freshener. I don't know whether to open it and use keep it in your room out of the package or keep it in the packet. But either way, it'll look cool no matter what I do. If I take it out or not, I can always hang it on something, hang it from a thumbtack on one of the shelves or something, you know. Well, again, guys, that's Craig from the Factory Rat. If you haven't subscribed to Craig, please go over to Craig's channel. I'll put a link in the description for the Factory Rat. So that's it, he's Craig. Again, please, if you haven't subscribed to any of the guys, Mike or Craig, please go over and give Mike from Mike's Miniature Motors a sub. Tell him you came on over. And Craig from the Factory Rat, these came on over after they heard me giving them a shout out. Two awesome guys, two guys who got on very great with. From the US that I met through the modelling community. Just another two of the lot of yous out there that I've met online. I appreciate everything you do. A lot of you have helped me out getting USA kits that you knew I couldn't get, and I nearly had to knock that after. And I'm glad I was able to repay the favour as well and get you stuff that you couldn't really get your hands on over there, you know, that's over here, but very much appreciated. Thanks a lot for everything, lads. Have a good day and model on. I have a GTR final coming up now in the next few days, and clear coat didn't turn out as good as I hoped because I used lacquer gloss varnish first and then I used a bit of it to me, so I had to try sand it off the lacquer gloss without damaging the paint. But yeah, I'll have a final on that soon as well, lads, because I'm going to be starting the 400Z. I have a sponsor from the 3D world, from the 3D printed site, who's actually going to give me the wide body kit foil. He's going to send me the foil free from Black Box. And yeah, he actually, I reached out to him and I asked him would he be interested. He said yeah, of course, no problem. When do you plan on doing it? I told him I had these on the bench and they were ready to be finished off, and I'll be starting it then. And he said no problem, he'll get the foil sent to me. I said alright, that's fine. So again, he's from Cults 3D and Creality's own app. Yeah, the name of his shop where I buy me body kits and the wheels and all that he does is called Black Box 3D printing site it is, yeah. So again, if you've heard of him or you haven't and you're interested in 3D printing body kits or wheels or whatever for yourselves, go over and search out Black Box. It's a picture of the black box is his channel, a picture of the black box and says Black Box on white writing. He does wheels, body kits. I think he does I think there's a motor or two. I'm not really sure on that. But the RX3 wide body that I showed you a while back, I got the foil off his side, and I got a few more, like I got the Supra one on as well, and the Lamborghini Aventador, and a few sets of wheels. So yeah, that's, I was at to find them on his side. So if you're interested in good foils for good prices, go over to him, lads. That's Black Box on Cults 3D. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for a new update coming soon on the final on the GTR. And yeah, the 400Z will be the next build that I'll be doing. That's not related to any bodybuild or anything. Okay lads, thanks for watching. Keep safe. Bye bye.